itself is an AST pad, an above ground storage tank pad. I'll touch on that pad a little further in the presentation, but that's where the water storage facility will come into play for this well site.
John, just so it's clear, the stormwater ponds, those are similar to what you would see in any residential or commercial development, right?
Correct. That's a stormwater feature, not a water storage feature. So that, yeah, we should clarify that.
It will remain a stormwater pond, or is it gonna be deleted once the growth is there?
It'll remain until the site is fully reclaimed and the wells are plugged.
Okay.
Slide 6, please. Blaine touched on this earlier when he spoke. There are two occupied structures within 700 feet of the proposed, 750 feet of the proposed top holes for this well site. Top holes are the surface locations of the wells. Again, both of these properties have been unitized from a pad in Forward Township, Allegheny County, which means these parcels are held by production. The property owners are Robert and Sarah Bickerton and George and Stephanie Pepke. The parcel numbers are listed there for reference. Both of these leases also authorize drilling within 200 feet or more away from those structures. So between the unitization and that language, we feel that meets the requirements of the ordinance to get in lieu of the actual signed waiver from those property owners. Slide 7, please. Just a brief location map. This well site will be accessed from Finleyville or Amber Road, so no township roads will be affected by this development. It's state roads to our access road. So there'll be no road construction agreements, heavy hauling agreements, anything like that with the township. All that was handled with the state. We do control and monitor our traffic using third-party contractors along with EPT personnel. I know we have independent contractors that will watch speeds of our trucks in the area and so on. We coordinate our traffic with the Ringgold School District. We implement bus curfews. So we work with the school district for the safety of bus traffic. And any changes to this route, we'll communicate with the township so you guys are aware, especially if for some reason we would need to affect township roads, we would have to get the appropriate agreements with the township to do so. We don't anticipate that, but at the same time, you never say never. Slide 8. This is just a general view of the site access from Finleyville or Amber Road. And discussing the access road itself, our primary access road from Finleyville or Amber Road to the actual well pad is approximately 1,300 feet. The first 100 feet of this access road is going to be paved, and then the next 100 feet of that has a rock construction entrance to reduce sediment from traffic coming out of the site onto the state road. The remaining main access road for the site is approximately 24 feet wide, proposed to be gravel. And additionally, off of that main access road, there's an additional 200-foot road to access our above-ground storage tank pad for our water operations.
So John, given the length of the access road, would you anticipate there being any problems with trucks and vehicles stacking out on Finleyville or Amber Road?
I would not. With a quarter-mile access road, an above-ground storage tank pad, there should be plenty of staging area on the well site, which would eliminate any truck staging on Finleyville or Amber Road.
Question.
Sure.
I see there's a notation for steel plates over top of the water line for precaution. Sanitary sewer main line, and I also see a lateral that goes towards your access road with a clean out there. Is that lateral abandoned now?
Todd, are you familiar with that?
I know we're working on disconnecting the utilities from the house. I don't know if that clean out is related to the house or not.
I mean, it's showing a clean out there. I'm concerned about the sanitary sewer. I spoke to Sean earlier. Had a depth of 10 feet. Might not be a problem. My concern is, I like the idea of cameraing it, but when a sanitary sewer backs up, it usually causes a real liability damage. Would you guys consider doing something over top of the sanitary sewer?
Yeah, that should be a
Concrete
problem.
pad?
Concrete, we could bury steel plates. We could definitely coordinate that. Township engineer to make
yards and all, it's probably, I mean, 8, 10 yards will give you a nice pad in there. I'd just like to see some protection on the sanitary sewer.
EPP will coordinate that with the township engineer, is that right?
Yes.
And Sean, correct me if I'm wrong here, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. Are you working with Brian Polk
Yeah, that's,
from our office on this issue?
yeah, that's correct. My understanding is, the lateral that ran to the house, that's gonna be cut and plugged about 20 feet away from, the main line. And throughout the grading permit reviews, kind of more where we're focusing on, the actual land development aspects of this, where protecting the sanitary sewers coming into place. So we recently reviewed their grading permit application, and that was a comment, you know, how does EQT propose to protect this? Because it's in what was formerly known as an unimproved area. It was running through a yard, so it would have been backfilled with dirt, where typically if you run a sanitary sewer through a road or a travel path, it's full Select-Stone backfill all the way up. So, you know, we posed the question to EPP, how we plan to deal with it. So we have a few ideas, what we'd like to see.
Yeah, I'll just get his
Let
bag.
me see if they propose something similar that's agreeable in our opinion.
You're addressing it, right, water line area. Sanitary.
Dan asked a question about the water line, just not being our utility.
How do you think you ought to be on that? Maybe as soon as there's a problem, there would be gas well problem. You gotta address that.
Yeah, definitely recommend coordinating with